Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Monique Martinez with your Tuesday edition of FSU Weather. We've had a nice warm day. You can see it's very sunny and beautiful at our beloved Doak Campbell Stadium. Right now we're sitting at a very, very warm 92 degrees, partly cloudy with northeast winds coming in at 7 miles per hour. Taking a look at our current local radar, you see these symbols right here. We have lots of active weather going on. We have a thunderstorm warning possibly moving towards Tallahassee and the Big Bend, but you can see we have lots of active weather going on in the Big Bend, and our friends right here off of the Gulf will possibly see those thunderstorms moving through in the next couple of days. Now for tonight in Tallahassee, we have temperatures at 67 degrees, early thunderstorms, and then clear with winds coming in from the east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. Now for our headlines tonight, we are going to talk about our best chances of storms in Tallahassee, tracking severe weather, tropical trouble, and all that and more on FSU Weather.
Welcome back in. I'm meteorologist Brandon Lastrick with you here on this Tuesday evening. Looking at live view of Doak Campbell Stadium, we can see clouds starting to build and bubble up toward the west as the sun is heading down for the night. Right now it is 92 degrees, partly cloudy with those cumulus clouds, and a 7-mile-per-hour wind out of the east-northeast. And here we see on the radar right now a lot of storms covering most of Florida and most of the southeast. We see the sea breeze covering mostly down the spine of Florida and a little bit into Tallahassee region. Zooming in a little bit closer into our region over the Big Bend, we can see the storms. We have a severe thunderstorm warning right here over around I-10, and that can probably include right now some gusty winds and damaging winds as well, and a lot of lightning with these storms over as well into Panama City. Those storms will move a little bit north as well. And for today, our temperature reached a whopping 92 degrees. I mean, I surely felt that when I was going out there earlier in the day. A little bit lower than our record, at least it wasn't 100 degrees out. I'm thankful for that. And we see the wind speeds right now. We see 7 in Tallahassee, mostly from the north and east a little bit as these storms are rolling in. These stations could be a little bit different from the storm winds. And as we head into the next 24 hours, these storms will die off into the overnight hours. That east wind is going to be pushing. And then as we go into tomorrow evening, that sea breeze also is going to start forming and bringing in winds from the south. That will help, hopefully, bring a little bit more chances of storms and rain into the area, but not too worried about a widespread. But as we go into the 24 hours again, we see that rainfall is mostly going to be concentrated on the western side of the Tallahassee region. And the overnight hours in Tallahassee is going to be 67 degrees, early thunderstorms, and then it will be clear out into the overnight hours. And for the dog walk, if you'd like to go, I would go definitely in the morning. That's going to be the story of all summer. Go out in the morning while temperatures are nice and cool and before they warm up into the afternoon. And for the beach, we do have a high UV index at 11, a rip current risk, and an 85 is the current air temperature, and 80 for the water. As we go into the next 7 days, we see rain chances are somewhat suppressed for the next couple of days as a high pressure ridge is over us right now, or will be over the next couple of days. And Friday, rain chances will kick back up again. Now I'll go ahead and pass it off over to Wernique with a nice look at our southeast.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Now we're going to look at our southeast like Brandon mentioned. We have very beautiful conditions across the southeast. In Tampa, you can see we're sitting at a nice 86 as well in Clemson. Charlotte is a little warm at 90 degrees, and then our friends in Atlanta are sitting at 87 with some beautiful clouds coming through right now. Now for our current conditions, we have this map right here to kind of show us a color key of our temperatures. This red means very warm, so as you can see across the southeast, we're seeing very, very warm temperatures. So be aware of that when you're going outside. Make sure you put on your sunscreen and just be prepared for those very, very warm temperatures. Now for our wind speed and direction, we have some onshore flow coming in and winds coming in. Right now we're sitting at 7 miles per hour in Tallahassee. We're seeing a gustier 16 miles per hour in Orlando right now, but as you can see, it's pretty moderate and consistent across the board. For our satellite and radar, we have lots of active weather going on across the Atlantic and in the Gulf. You can see we have some scattered showers right now in towards South Miami and South Florida. You can see we also have some action right now coming across Tallahassee, but like I mentioned, we have that active weather coming in right now, and we'll talk to you a little bit more as to why that is in the future show. Now for our active alerts, for our Tallahassee area, we're pretty clear at the moment. We have a slight, you can see right here in this orange, a slight warning or watch coming through, but nothing too severe, so we're tracking that for you. But if you look at our friends over here towards Memphis and Dallas and Texas over here, we're seeing a couple of flood advisories, but again, it's pretty consistent and clear across the board in the southeast. Now for our drought monitor, we're going to talk about our friends again. Very exceptionally, extremely dry. So all of our friends, if you have friends or family in that area, be aware of that. Now for Florida, we're not too bad. We're looking at a mild to moderate risk for drought, so not too bad, but still be sure to stay moisturized and hydrated. Now for our 72-hour rainfall forecast. This beautiful map that you see right here is just projecting that rainfall pattern that we have coming through for the southeast. In Tallahassee, we're not seeing too much. We may see some showers coming through in this next 72 hours, but nothing too crazy. And for Fort Myers, we have lots of weather coming in, active weather, rain showers coming in throughout the next couple of days. And for tonight's forecast, again, it's going to be warm, so be prepared for that. And now I'm going to pass it to Brandon for a next look at our national.
Yes, that's right, Monique. We do have a lot of stuff going on nationally right now. We do have a severe weather threat out to the west, and again, in the southeast, all that rain and everything. And here's that surface map right now. We can see our low pressure system that's with the included front stretching all the way down across the nation. That's helping to bring in that severe weather threat. And we'll also be moving toward the southeast as the couple days go ahead, into Friday. I'll be moving through our area. And here we see the water vapor right now. You can see that front with storms popping up all along it. We also see the kind of the flow of the atmosphere right here. Water vapor is a great way to see the general flow of the atmosphere. And here is that flow with that low pressure system. And we also have the more moisture down in the southeast where we have the storms in Florida. And for our SPC outlook for today, we do have an enhanced risk into the areas of Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. Enhanced risk is going to be 3 out of 5 on the scale, and our threats for that are going to be a tornado probability, as well as hail and damaging winds are going to be the main threats for today. And here are those damaging wind probabilities. We see right in the red, that's a 30% chance to see damaging hail at any point, 25 miles from any point in that circle. So this area is definitely going to be looking out for large hail today in the evening hours for them. And here is that hail probability. And we see also a 30% chance in that red. From any point, 25 miles from any point, we see that 30% chance for damaging hail. And here is that radar with these storms popping up. We see in the dark orange colors some currently severe thunderstorm warnings. And in the light yellow color, we see the severe thunderstorm watch up until 10 p.m. Your local time and central time over there. And we see the storms with a lot of lightning and most likely producing lots of hail. You can see even a little bit of pink right here. You can see a little bit of pink on that radar. That's indicating of most likely some large hail falling in that particular storm. Moving up a little toward the north into the Chicago, Illinois, Indiana area. Not too much going on over there, but we do have some storms popping up in the Missouri region with some lightning. Nothing severe warnings on those quite yet, though. And for the active alerts in that region, we do have, I'm hiding the key right there, we do have a wind advisory into Bismarck and some flood warnings. Looks like they're mostly outlining some rivers locally over there. And as we head into tomorrow for the outlook, we see the slight risk, so it's not going to be enhanced, but a slight risk right now for the same areas in Oklahoma and Texas, as well as a slight risk going into the northeast to Ohio, Pennsylvania, and even to New York as that front is going to be progressing. And as we go into Thursday, as that front is moving further east, we see that threat move along with it with a slight risk. That's 2 out of 5 over into the Washington, D.C. area. And for the drought monitor, we see most of the west, story's not changing, looks like. It's still very dry over there. It's to extreme to exceptional drought. And further to the east, not as bad, obviously, not much color over here. They have been getting more of the rain recently than the west has been getting. For the active alerts right now over toward the western U.S., we do see some fire weather warnings, and we also have a winter storm advisory and also a freeze warning going into, that's 11 a.m. Eastern time up until Wednesday. So I think that's going to be 2 hours behind for mountain time, so it'll be 9 a.m. for y'all over there. And we see a snowfall. We do have snowfall going into over there, so that will be going to that freeze warning. And as we go into tomorrow, we don't have numbers right now for you, but we do have colors, and a lot of the southeast is going to be red, so it's going to be very hot for you. Now I'll go ahead and pass it off to Wanique to get a great look at the tropics as those are heating up now this time of year.
Thank you again, Brandon. As Brandon mentioned, we're going to look at our tropics and our hurricane outlook right now. Today marks the last day before hurricane season starts. Hurricane season technically starts June 1st, so we're going to see lots of active weather going on within the next couple of days and throughout this hurricane season. So right now, we're looking at the remnants of Agatha. Agatha actually made history as the strongest hurricane to make landfall in Mexico before June 15th. So right now, it has dissipated a little bit. We're looking at a 70% chance that it will turn into a tropical depression over the next 5 days. So again, we will be tracking that for you, so be sure to tune in to FSU Weather for updates on Agatha. Now we're going to look at our sea surface temps. These are all in this red. This is all sea surface that is above 80 degrees. Warm temperatures for water is a key factor in hurricanes and tropical weather. So we see those warm temperatures. So hurricane season is in full effect because we see those warm temperatures across the Gulf and Atlantic. Now for our future radar, we have lots of activity going on. You can see that we have that nice circulation going on near Mexico, moving a little bit towards South Florida, and we can see some active weather going on as well in the Gulf. Again, we are tracking that for you. And for our rainfall forecasts, lots of rain in the southeast. In Mexico, you can see, of course, with Agatha and those remnants of Agatha, we're seeing lots of rain as well in Cancun and all in South Mexico and Central America. But again, we'll keep an eye on that for you. Now for our hurricane season preparedness, make sure you determine your hurricane risks, assemble and replenish disaster replies, and prepare your home and get insurance checkups just in case. Now we're going to take it to our next segment, which is a live look at Doak. We are going to see again, Doak is beautiful. Again, you can't beat Doak Campbell Stadium. It's a nice warm and sunny day, so we're going to take a look at that again, and then we're going to look at our temperature almanac. So again, very warm. Right now we're sitting at 92 degrees with a low at 68. We're very on par with our average being 90 degrees and our low being 68. Of course, we have not reached that record high of 100, thankfully, but then we have a record of 51 degrees. For our current local radar, seeing that lightning again, I love lightning. So you can see that we have lots of active weather going on. We see those lightning symbols moving across, possibly reaching Tallahassee. We have that thunderstorm warning that we are keeping an eye on, and we see some active weather and lightning also as well in the Big Bend and our friends off of the Gulf. Now for our future radar, we're seeing scattered thunderstorms, possibly some low-level clouds, bringing in that precipitation for these next couple of days. So keep an eye out, make sure you have your patio furniture in if we do see that severe rain and weather, just to make sure everything is taken care of and you're not really damaging anything outside. Now for tonight in Tallahassee, sorry about that, we have 67 degrees, early thunderstorms, then clear, and then we have light winds coming in from the east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. Now for our week ahead, very quickly, nice warm temperatures, 90s across the board with scattered shower and chances for rain. But right now I'm going to pass it to Brandon to close out our show.
Thank you, Monique. Yes, we have a lot cooking up, over the next couple of weeks. When we have the tropics are heating up, we see Agatha, or, the remnants of Agatha rather, be moving over into southern Florida, and that may or may not include some impacts to our region in the Big Bend, as we can see into Wednesday. If that system tracks a little bit more north, we'll have a little bit more enhanced rainfall totals as we go into the week ahead. And we see also the rainfalls will hopefully help a little bit of that drought as well into the southeast. And if you would like us, you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU Weather. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU Weather. Also, you can watch us live on YouTube, as I hope you are right now, at youtube.com/FSU Weather. Also, follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather. We love to see some of your pics. You can DM it in us.
Up next on
have a
FSU
great
Weather, a
night, and hope you
high-pressure
enjoyed this
system is
last
helping
look at
keep
the
local
Doak Campbell
temperatures
Stadium.
on the cooler side, but how quickly will things warm up?